Thank you all for giving me your time for this workshop. On this update progress workshop, we want to go through the update progress for the project by help of the spreadsheet. Here you can find the spreadsheet. This spreadsheet includes some information which is necessary for the update progress. Over here, we have activity ID, name, predecessor, type, the resource name, and other information which is necessary for the update progress. When you want to update the progress for your project by help of the spreadsheet, you need to have the developer spreadsheet in order to do it by help of the spreadsheet. In this spreadsheet, you should locate each of activity ID in front of the resources. And you should be able to calculate the progress in several methods. For instance, if you want to import the progress for the units, you should be able to update the progress and calculate it over the spreadsheet with the units. But if you want to import the progress for the activities, you should be able to update the progress and calculate it over here by activities. So it is important to calculate it properly based on the Primavera P6 information and formula, and then import the value to the software. My friend, could you please mute your microphone? Thank you so much. Now I have an update. I have the baseline project without any update. I want to proceed for the update. Before I want to perform the update, you should look at your budget labor unit. So my total budget labor unit is 3,888. So we need to check this balance.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. Could you please mute your microphone? We need to control the total budget. For instance, on this project, because we only import the budgeted labor unit, we need to only control and monitoring the budget labor unit. I go to the file, then export. Over here, I select the spreadsheet. Then next, I want to select the activity and the resource assignment. Both of them selected. Then next, export. Next. I want to create a template for this purpose. I press modify, then you should select the proper field over here in order to update the progress. These fields are necessary for activity update. This field includes some compulsory field and some optional field. We have three types of fields: compulsory, update, and optional. Then, during the template creation, we need to modify the activity and the resource assignment. For both of them, you need to create a template, include necessary item over here. Without any filter and without any sort, I want to only extract the information from the P6 to the Excel. So I proceed and try to save the file over here. Let me to rename it to the update progress. As you see, the file exported. I close it. And open the file. Now you have 3 sheets on this table. The first one is task, second one is task, R, S, R, C. Third one is user data. You should not change anything over here on this sheet. Then here, this is the task R, S, R, C. This is related to resource assignment. This one related to the task updating. Now, I only try to adjust the data to the proper columns. Now, I want to start the update. The first step before the update is data cleaning. So, some of the fields, when you want to export it from the P6 to the Excel by help of the spreadsheet, will not be in the good format of setting. You can find them. This field, exported original duration, exported from the P6 with the text format. Text is not suitable format over here. So I select all those information, go to the convert to number. Now I change them all to the number. I want to start the update from the task, then go to the resources. My suggestion for update start is use the activity percent complete. So let me to type percentage here. Now equal to VLOOKUP by help of activity ID. Why I choose the activity ID without any checking? Because the task ID is the unique value on that table. I proceed and looking for the activity percent complete. It's located on the column number 19. Change it to the percentage, include 2 decimals and double click. Now I have all the percentage. I try to add the auto filtering. Then I want to take the 0% off. Now you have all the value unit. If the task is in progress or the task is completed. For both of them, you should import the actual start. So I need to perform the VLOOKUP for activity ID for this table. Here is the actual start. Copy, select the cells, select the visible, right-click, paste. After the actual start updates, we need to separate the completed task with in progress task. So I come back to the percentage. Now, let me to only select the 100% activities. Then I try to continue the update for actual finish equal to VLOOKUP here is the actual finish 21 comma enter, same format. Copy, paste, paste. Now, on the Primavera P6, we need to import the activity percent complete in the whole number. So over here, I calculated this number for percentage. So if I multiply it to the 100, it will change to the number. Copy, paste. I want to calculate the remaining duration for task in 100%, but by formula. It's equal to original duration multiplied to 1 minus 2 the percentage. 0, 0, 0. Now, it's the time to change the activity start status. Pardon, it's the time to change the activity status from not started to completed. You should perform all the steps. The steps are easy, but there is too much steps. So if you missed only one of them, you will lose one update. Yes, Mr. Arshad, please open your microphone and ask your question. Sir, please open your microphone and ask your question. Okay, let's do proceed. The next step is select the percentage again, take the 0 and 100% off. I want to calculate the progress and other items for in progress task. So the activity percent complete is equal to the percentage multiplied to 100. Here the activity percent complete. Now, I want to change the activity status from not started to in progress. Then, I want to recalculate the remaining duration. It's equal to original duration multiplied to 1 minus 2 percentage. If you want to, the remaining duration will be calculated based on the progress. If you have the other situation, you should be adopt this update with your situation. I enter it. It is 3. Continue. Now we have some decimals. It's not good to import the decimals in the remaining. So I want to add round over here without any decimals. After this, you should look at this remaining duration, and if you have any zero value, you should change it to the 1. Now, activity percent complete, actual start, actual finish, activity status, and percentage calculated. Now, I want to clear the filtration and proceed for update in the resources. The first step on the resources, exactly like the activity, is data cleaning. So I select the budgeted value with the unit value and convert them to the number. I add a line in the top, mark it, then write a subtotal for the sum from here up to sum of the below cell. I select usually more than this because maybe you want to add more activities. Number with 2 decimals. Now I have all I need. But over here, you cannot proceed for update by help of the activity ID, because here you have the repetitive information a lot. For instance, this ID repeated twice. How we can split this item, I will tell you. Now I want to add a filter, then add a free spans over here. And now I want to proceed for update by the help of the resource name. Here is the first resource. On the first resource, the first things I need to focus on that the total budgeted value. The first resource RL1. Total value on the P6 is 4,216, but in the Primavera P6 we have only 2,504. How we can realize that? Where is the other, the remaining budget? For instance, the easy solution is to pick up the value from here, copy it, and create a draft over here. And now I want to compare this information with the spreadsheet. So I add column to the spreadsheet, and it's equal to VLOOKUP. I want to know that if this value is available on that spreadsheet or not. I pick up these items because these items include the resources. I paste it. As you see, 2 items we missed. I mark them, then I need to select them, copy the resource ID, the activity ID, then switch on the P6, copy, paste the values. From here up to here, from here up to here, all the values should be same. So I copy, paste the value because I want to assign the same resources. But pardon for interruption. Then I want to check the total budget. Now, because I filter one of the resources, I can perform the VLOOKUP equal to VLOOKUP activity ID for here. Then up to resource 1 budgeted per hour. It is column number 13. Enter it. Copy, select the cell, select the visible, paste it. Now, as you see, my total budgeted labor unit is changed to the 4,216. It will exactly same as the total number of budgeted labor unit on this spreadsheet. Now, I should continue the update with the help of the unit percent complete. Equal to VLOOKUP activity ID, then up to here, it is resource 1 unit percent complete. I select the cells, column number 18, then enter it. I should change this to the percentage with 2 decimals and copy the data, continue up to here. Now, select the visible cell, right click, paste this. Here is the selection. Now, for the unit percent complete, it should be equal to percentage multiplied to 100. For the unit percent complete also, you should update this in the Primavera P6 with the help of format. Now, I should select the visible cell, right click, paste. Now, you have all the data. I want to calculate the actual unit. One of the model for actual unit update is by considering the percentage in the unit percent complete. So, equal to total budgeted unit multiplied to the percentage, then the remaining unit will be equal to the actual budgeted unit minus actual, and at completion will be equal to the budgeted unit. You should adjust the formula based on your project setting. Maybe your project setting is different like this. So I copy the formula, continue up to the last cell, select the visible cell, paste the information. Resource 1 updated completely. Now, I go for the resource 2nd. Let me change the filter. Over here, as you see, I have 1,384 budgeted hours in the resource assignment. Over here, I have 3,096. So I need to change the total budgeted hours. I select these fields, select the visible, copy, paste it into another column. Now I want to compare the availability of this code on my spreadsheet. So I add another column here, and for each of tasks include a resource equal to VLOOKUP, the helper activity ID, comma, select the column 1, enter. Here is the result. We missed 2 of activity IDs. These 2. I select these 2 ID, copy this, then paste the info on the below of the table. From here up to here, I select the data, copy, then paste it twice over here and here. Now, I should adjust the budgeted unit. So I want to do it by the help of the VLOOKUP. I want to pick up the data from this sheet. It will be column number 15. Enter. Select the visible cell, paste it. Now, if you look at the total budgeted unit, you will see that it is 3,096. Exactly like here. I want to update the unit percent complete. So go to the VLOOKUP again with the help of activity ID. I select the IDs, and here you can see that the unit percent complete. It will be column number 20. copy the data, go to the last, select the visible, right-click, paste it. Change it to the percentage with 2 decimals. Now I want to update my unit percent complete. It's equal to the percentage multiplied to 100. Copy the data, go to the last, select the visible, paste it. I want to update the actual unit. It is equal to the budgeted unit multiplied to percentage. The remaining unit is equal to the budgeted unit minus the actual, and at completion equal to the budgeted unit. Now I copy this value, go to the last cell, select the visible, right-click, paste it. Now whole of the data updated. But we need to update the activity status too. I release the filtration for the resources. Now, the best choice for update the activity status is the task sheet, because on the task sheet, we have the unique activity ID, and in front of each unit, in front of each activity ID, we have the activity status. So I come back to the task equal to VLOOKUP activity ID. I select this column number 2, double click. Now here we have all the updated values. You need to verify the information. How? You should select the completed task. It is the total budgeted unit equal to the actual, equal to the at completion. The percent complete is 100, so it's correct. In progress activities, 1,672, but in progress activity for some of the actual unit is not correct. We need to check it. As you see, we have a wrong value over here. I need to again come back to my resource 1 and update these values because all of them belongs to the resource 1. Now I clear the filtration. Pick the resource 1, and over here it's happened to me because I added the column over here for VLOOKUP, and the result of previous VLOOKUP will be changed as a result of this adding column. So I come back here and rewrite this item. VLOOKUP for activity ID here I pick the activity ID. This is for the resource 1. Here is the unit percent complete for the resource 1. 19, enter. Copy to the last, paste it. Now it's corrected. I clear the filtration, and now I want to continue my checking with the help of in progress activities. Here is the 1,672, the budgeted unit. The summation of actual and remaining based on my formula is equal to the budgeted unit. And here you can find that completion unit. Or not started, the budgeted unit equal to the remaining equal to the at completion. So the update for the resources has been completed. Now I clear the filtration. Copy the data, right click, change them to the value. Clear the drafting part. And now I want to continue to checking the update for the activity section. As you see, some of my values goes wrong because of that change. So I should update the actual for the actual start from here to here. So I select the VLOOKUP, come back here. Here is the actual start, column number 22. Enter. Let me freeze these values. And here is actual finish. I want to update these 3 fields. So I select this from here up to here, column number 23. And copy, paste them as a value. Now, I want to change this spreadsheet to the fixed part. Change them to the value. If I select the completed task, you can see that only the completed task selected with 100%. Remaining duration is equal to the 0. For the in progress activities, you will see that only in progress activity will be selected. And for the not started activity, you will see that we don't have any progress for any of those activities. Now, If you are working in the turnaround or shutdown project, the time is very important. By the help of the Primavera P6, you are able to import the time based on your requirement. Now, because I started all of my tasks on the 8th and my last time is 5, I want to use the 8 and 5 for all of those tasks. So I select the 12 a.m. and now I want to replace it with 8 a.m. Replace. And over here, the 12 a.m. should be replaced by 5 p.m. Now, at the beginning, I told you some of the fields are not compulsory to import. The start and finish is the kind of field like this, and activity name. But for better understanding, I exported them. Now, I want to remove them from the list. Why? Because I want to decrease the risk of import. Now, I try to clean my data. These are the information which is needed to be imported. I recheck the values over here also. Unfreeze the pens, save it, and check it. No further calculation are available here. Now, I save the values, proceed for import. Here, I want to go to the file, import a spreadsheet, import update progress. Because at the beginning, I pick 2 items. Over here, I have 2 items to import. Now I want to update the fields and waiting for their result. Here, the import was successful. Not need to separate and use the text to column. If you import the time, you don't need to use the text to column. If you don't want to import the time, then text to column will be good choice. Now I want to update the progress on data date. Is 16th of June, but I select the 16th of June because of one point. I schedule the project to the June 16th. Look at this task. What is the problem of this task? If the time, the date, completely as the same as your data date, this problem will be happen. Now, because I don't have any date over here, I select the different data date. Now you cannot see anything over here. During the update, I didn't involve any milestone and level of effort for the update. Those activity should be updated after a spreadsheet, because this kind of activity include too much condition. So in the Excel, maybe it's provide you the confusing situation. It is better to, after the progress update, you are going to update them manually. For instance, over here, if you select the proper start for the actual start, it is 11 of the January. If I want to consider the same date, and level of effort will be updated based on the relationship. So we need to only update the milestones. Now you have the updated schedule. For this schedule, because we imported two resources over here, the labor unit percent complete show us the progress. You should refer to your project progress measurement system in order to calculate the proper progress for your project. Any question, my friend?
Hi, Mr. Ahmed. Hi, sir.
Hello, sir.
I hope you are doing well. Please, I have a simple question. For example, in your percent complete type, you have units percent complete type I dot. So you treat the unit percent complete type as physical percent complete, which means that you insert the progress manually by unit percent complete, and you update the actual hours or actual units by the formula budgeted units multiplied by the unit percent complete. It's correct?
I import the unit percent complete and activity percent complete. I never use the physical percent complete.
For example, how you can see that this task, for example, has 50% as unit percent complete?
What do you mean by 50% of the unit percent complete?
Your percent complete type is not physical. Your percent complete type is units, is not physical. So, for example, it's physical.
Yeah.
Okay, it's physical. Okay, I'm sorry. I understand. I have another question, please. In this schedule, we have only one resource called labor. If we have, for example, labor and labor, we don't have non-labor. We don't have equipment here.
If you have it, there is no problem.
If we have it, for example, it's the same. But I think, for example, in the construction schedule, we must have the non-labor resources like equipment. And in this case, it's difficult to do the update for the actual units for non-labor.
It is depend on your progress sheet. If you have well-developed progress sheet, you can do it easily.
So in the construction schedule, if we have, for example, a task is loaded by two resources, labor and non-labor, so the physical percent complete is available for the both resources. It's for labor and non-labor. So the actual units equals to the progress is physical percent complete multiplied by the budgeted units, and for non-labor, it's budgeted non-labor units, budgeted non-labor multiplied by the physical percent complete.
You should drive the percentage based on the measurement system. I emphasize on that. If you calculate the progress based on the hours in your system, you're right. Some of the project maybe has the different rule of credits. All of them
Okay.
should be calculate the progress based on their own rule of credit. Over here in the P6, some features are able to process some of the update very fast. It doesn't mean that you are able to update one big construction schedule only with the help of the spreadsheet. It means
Yes.
that you are able to update the construction schedule for some part of this by help of the spreadsheet.
For example, if we don't have the rules of credit, the ROC, we don't have it. For example, if we have the ROC, we will treat our tasks as the steps by the weight factor.
My friend, we don't have any project without rule of credit. It is impossible. It is impossible.
Okay. Understood.
You're welcome. Any other question, my friends?
My sir?
Yes, please.
For example, in this schedule, what are, for example, the ROC adopted for the schedule, the rules of credit, for example, in the tasks?
Do you mean that for my schedule?
Yes.
My rule of credit is the hours timesheet. I have it exactly over here. I calculated it over here because I want to share with you the simple spreadsheet.
Okay. For example, my sir, if we have, for example, the task is loaded by the equipment, so the actual units, the actual hours for non-labor equals to the units persons complete multiplied by the budgeted non-labor is the same. So we can, the progress made by the labor is the same progress made by the non-labor.
My friend, this is your assumption. Your assumption is a little bit complex. Over here, I told you, you should adjust it based on your project. If you want to adjust it based on your project, it means that you are able to adjust it. You want to calculate whole of the project with the help of the Excel. It is impossible. Excel accelerate the update progress. Excel cannot perform whole update.
Understood.
You're welcome. If you are interested to have the complete update progress workshop, this session is one of the lessons on the update progress workshop. Tomorrow, we will start the update progress workshop on the weekend base over here. It's started on the 11:30 a.m. on the Istanbul time. You should adjust it based on your local timing. If you don't know what is the exact timing, you should ping me on the WhatsApp, then I will tell you. Also, the second update progress workshop course will be started on the 20th of December. If you register onto the next 30 days, you will receive the 30% of the discount for this course. If you want to get 5 more % discount, you should register at least for 2 courses. Any question, my friend? Thank you to give me your time to provide you this information. Hope to see you on upcoming webinar by Global Project Control. Have a very good time. Bye, my friend.
Thank you, Sir Ahmed.
You're welcome. Thank you for your attendance.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Thank you for your attendance. Bye, my friend.